Bem lá, voz, tá bem? Ai, Deus. Oi, o Kiki.
Oi, tudo bem?
Hoje, cara, sim, ó.
Enquanto aqui no bairro, vamos tirar um PVP. Pega sua medusa. Vamos, vai.
Ai, Kiki, vamos no campinho, guy.
Tá bom, então abre a base pra pegar os bichos.
FNAF 3 is done. Five Nights at Freddy's 3 is now complete. In the description, I will have my full playlist of all my FNAF games that I've done, and Five Nights at Freddy's 4 is about to be done. So I'll see you guys then.
Quem pede R$99 em cupons X desconto, pega grátis, sem pegadinha, pede 99 furos.
Por que você já tá indo pegar? Eu tenho que pegar todos.
Pega o campinho.
Mas eu preciso pegar todos. Você não tá entendendo, não? Você não vai conseguir sair.
O novo cartão de Smile do C6 Bank. Com ele, sua mesa está reservada. Seu lugar está garantido. E você faz tudo no seu tempo. Não é sobre ter mais, é sobre ter o melhor.
Não.
Five Nights at Freddy's 4 is definitely the scariest game out of the series.
Oh my god!
So today I will be earning all of the trophies for Five Nights at Freddy's 4, which require me to beat every night, including the infamous 420 mode. The biggest difference with Five Nights at Freddy's 4 compared to the other games is that there's no power at all. You're a kid that sits in the bedroom all night fighting off monsters, and you're basically having a schizophrenic episode. After loading into Night 1 and learning a couple minutes of the game, I assumed Night 1 was going to be easy like every other Five Nights at Freddy's game. Because let's be honest here, the first night is never that bad.
It's only Night 1!
Jesus Christ. The thing about Five Nights at Freddy's 4 is that it heavily relies on audio. But since the console port of FNAF 4 is so bad, you can barely hear anything, which usually results in this. There wasn't a strategy that I followed for Night 1. My goal was just to survive. So after attempting the night again, I got lucky, and I got my first trophy. Okay, there we go. One night at Freddy's. Beat the first night. It wasn't even that hard.
Stop the cap.
With Night 1 finally out of the way, I move on to Fun with Flush Trap, which is one of the 2 mini-games I need to complete for this trophy. For the first mini-game, I need to flash Springtrap at the correct time so he lands on the X in the middle of the room. But since I suck, I failed the mini-game, which means it was time for Night 2. My biggest problem I had with Night 2 was being patient. When you go to one of your doors to check for Bonnie or Chica, you want to wait at least 4 seconds to listen for a breathing sound. When you know an animatronic is at the door, you then need to close the door and keep it closed for about 5 to 8 seconds until they go away. But I never waited. I went instantly flash the hallway. While suffering on Night 2, it came to my surprise that there was...
Mas, Jorge, você não vai conseguir pegar os Brainrot na hora do evento.
É que é cacão.
Mas você vai ficar sem dinheiro pra comprar os negócios que vai vir. E se vir um elefante de morango que você quer?
É que ó, caralho.
Não, mas não vou pegar meu bicho de volta,
Foxy
não.
would then get into my closet and I would repeat these steps but add in one extra step. When Foxy got into my closet, I would make sure to go to his closet, hold it shut for 6 seconds, and then flash Freddy. When Foxy's in the closet, you really need to prioritize him over Freddy, so I made sure to do that. And after an hour of suffering on Night 2, this happened. Finally! Oh, that was so tough, and it was only the second night. We finally... Next up was Night 3. I had no issue with this night. I used the same strategy from Night 2, we died one time, and then I was able to complete the night. Yay! 3 nights of... Bro, this was easier than Night 2. That was way easier than Night 2. And I think it's because I had the motion down. Like, I was learning the game on Night 2, and then Night 3 was just a breeze. I was on Night 4 wasting no time. I closet because I still had made sure to maintain all the animatronics. Using the same strategy from Night 2.
Olha.
Oh, look at that. Light work, no reaction. Already on Night 5. So easy, man. So easy. Night 5 is a bit different because it features one animatronic. Making this night the easiest night in the whole game. All you have to do is listen to what door Fredbear is going to, and then go to that corresponding door. While he's at the door, you need to keep it closed until you hear him running to the next door and repeat. Sometimes Fredbear will even laugh instead of running.
É ganho vez.
Or he's in the
Ah, então tchau, então.
Não, é ganho.
And there you go, that's it. Nights 1 through 5 are done.
Puta FNAF cap!
Que é ganho. É que o caminho.
The last 3 hardest
O
nights.
que que tem a ser?
É que eu. O HP.
Hardest night in the whole game. Night 6 was a
É que você não
combination
pode
of
pegar
everything
agora,
from
senão você vai dar renascimento agora. Você tem que pegar os Brainrot primeiro. Porque senão você vai dar o renascimento. Aí você vai ficar sem.
Não capura. Não
O que?
Não, é da raça. Não capura. KKKK.
Making so many silly mistakes that when I would get jump scared, I wasn't getting scared anymore.
Nossa.
But my biggest issue I had with this
Mas
night
que
was
que é
not being able
co-
to hear Chica's breathing sound. Her breathing sound
Eu
was
tô
so
conseguindo
low
entrar.
that most of the time I just had to guess whether she was
Nossa.
there or not.
Ai, que? Ai, que cãos. Meio.
Strategy that one of my viewers actually told me about. This is how it went. I would start the night by checking the left door, coming back, checking Foxy's closet if he was there, checking Freddy who was behind me,
Ah,
checking
bom.
the left door again.
Ai, que o meio.
This the whole night up until 4 a.m. when Fredbear arrived.
Ai, que cãos.
Oh, there
Olha.
we go.
Tá
That was
agora
freaking tough.
que
All the preparation
aqui.
what got me prepared for night 7, which introduces Nightmare. Nightmare is a more aggressive version of Fredbear. Just like Fredbear, but he's very unforgiving and barely gives you any time to react to the door. But for some reason, I didn't struggle against him in night 7. There we go. The only hard part of that night is getting up to the build-up where Nightmare is. Fredbear and Nightmare.
Meio.
Problem. It's everything else that's a problem. I never had an issue with
Lucky
Fredbear.
block.
Mas daí não
Lucky
precisa comprar,
block.
não.
Lucky block.
Mas daí é ruim.
The same concept as from the
Lucky
Spring
block.
Break.
Mas daí é ruim, ô. Você não tá escutando, não?
Não, que?
Ah, sua base vai encher.
Got scared by every animatronic? Alright, and after successfully beating the minigame, I got another trophy. Yay, it worked! Well, there you go, there's all the minigames. All that was left to complete for Night 4 was Night 8, also known as 420 mode.
Tem que
Night
pegar
8 was
tem
the exact
chapéu.
same as Night 5 through 7.
Capel?
É, chapéu.
Animatronics I had to worry about. For the first 2.5
Ó,
hours,
chapéu tá indo
I
embora.
couldn't even get past 2 a.m. And it was around 3 hours later I was finally able to get to the point of Nightmare's arrival.
Não.
Lucky block. Lucky block.
I didn't even
Lucky
realize,
block.
what the hell are you supposed to do? Nightmare is extremely difficult on night 8 because you literally only get 2 seconds to counter him when he's at the door, which gives you no time to hesitate. I must listen to where Nightmare is going toward the door immediately. Any time to listen to him, no difference.
Nossa, que lag que eu não peguei.
Agora.
É mesmo?
Velho. Agora. Ah, mano. Agora, Halloween.
Burn patapim.
PHP. É a base.
The reason most people, including me, struggle with Nightmare is because of his fake laugh. A real laugh is when he laughs and it's
Olha.
footsteps, meaning he's either behind me on my bed or in the front.
Ainda.
Los Lucky Blocks. Los Lucky Blocks. Los Lucky Blocks.
Não veio. Cacavô. Não veio. Agora, Halloween. Mano. Eu quero. Agora, Halloween.
At this point, I knew enough was enough. I was tired of Foxy getting in my closet at 12 a.m. and I was tired of Nightmare killing me because I didn't know where he was going. So
Tá vindo mais, Jorge. Tá vindo mais aqui,
I
bloco.
finally learned how to keep Foxy out of my closet the entire night. And this is how I did it.
Los Lucky Blocks.
Agora.
Los Lucky Blocks.
Hey.
I was just right the hallway to catch Foxy before he attacked me. What this does is it sends Foxy to the other Hall, where I was playing
Quei violi a meleoni.
while also being sure to not be killed by the other three animatronics. This helped me a lot as I was able to make it consistently at 4 a.m., which is what I needed in order to practice against Nightmare. But one mistake I kept making was flashing Nightmare in the hallway, which wasted at least half a second. Take a look at this attempt where I got to 5 a.m. and only had 5 seconds left in my run. Seconds.
É ruim.
I had 5 seconds. I had 5. After that run, I was done. I took a break from that floor for about 2 weeks so I could focus on making like 10 days, 10 plus videos. In that time that I was done, I knew I was going to come back even stronger and beat it. Let's see if all my practice and determination is enough to defeat Nightmare and complete FNAF 4's grueling trophy list.
Pipi kiwi. Fluriflura, glorbo fruttodrillo. Bambini crostini. Fluriflura. Ta sabor.
Ué, cadê?
É meio.
Cappuccino assassino. Tim Cheese. Trippi troppi troppa trippa. Orangutini ananassini. Trick track badaboom.
O quê?
É que bugou.
Jogou?
Bugou. Não, deixa aí. Deixa bugando. Que aí vai ser o bum errado. Eu vendi aquele lá, Jorge.
Aqui, ó.
É, eu vendi aquele lá que você usava pra rebanho.
Abã?
É, rebanho.
Abã? Abã?
So far, I've done the first 4, and now this time back to your location. This game has no difficulty rating, but I'm personally giving it a 10 out of 10 because this experience is on par with FNAF 2's difficulty.
Abad?
This game is simple.
Olha!
All mystical trophies.
Olha!
I need to complete the secret Ender Knight and extremely annoying. Then I need to move on and tackle every single custom night challenge, including the infamous 1020 mode. Sister Location introduces a different approach to the FNAF series. Rather than nights 1 through 5 all being the same, each night is objective driven, giving you different tasks you need to do in order to complete the night. Night 1 has nothing going on. All I did was follow the phone guy's instructions, which has
minha base tá
and shocking animatronics.
Pega bicho da minha base.
Shocking more animatronics to the night.
Abad?
Várias de pescar.
No que cá? Diga eu.
Okay, control
Ho 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 sahur.
complete your first night shift. Something
Okay.
I want to mention is that every time you complete a night, it puts you in this room where some guy's eating popcorn and watching TV. I don't understand what the point of this is. Is he trying to become a fat ass? He's literally demonstrating his role in the room. Night 2 is when the real action starts. After doing the daily shocking
No.
we head over to Circus Baby, and for some reason the power goes out. And apparently the only way to fix it is
Ai,
if you
não
guys like and
compensa.
subscribe. And since you guys dropped the sub, it's time to go
Sai.
fix the power. And to do that, I have
Ah.
to go through the vents making
No.
sure to avoid Big Bab under
No,
a
deixa
desk.
aí,
But
deixa aí.
since there's a trophy for getting jump scared
Não é
by every
gagagô?
animatronic, I make sure to let every animatronic jump scare me at least one time. Yeah.
Tira,
That's one. Making my way through the vents was such a waste of time. The only way to do this is by not moving when you hear even the slightest bit of
Jorge.
music. But I can't follow simple instructions. Puppet Bonbon. This little shit is one of the worst animatronics in the whole game, and I'll explain later why.
É gagagô?
Really, I had to stop him in his tracks, and the only way to do that is by pressing control. But since I'm playing on a slow-ass controller, it was nearly impossible.
Tralalelo tralala.
Ele tinha um X2 aqui, ó.
Every time I died,
O
I
quê?
would put back into
Ele
the
tinha um
game,
X2.
having to go through Foxy's room and opening Freddy's suit and stand.
Strawberry, por favor.
I need to wait for him to rise all the way.
Great job. You've acquired both power modules. This completes your
Perdeu o din-din.
the building to Funtime Auditorium, and we'll see you back here again tomorrow.
Piccione macchina.
Cacona.
But that was just the transition into Night 4, which is sectionally to Brainrot suit, giving you the focus for beating Night 3. Parts and service, look at For this, we'll put a spring lock suit, and you need to keep the spring locks wound up at all times to prevent the suit from closing. On top of this, there are animatronics that throw off the suit from the left and right side. So you have to make sure to shake them off until we get to the top of the suit, or this will happen. but this night was super tough, just because I'm out of control. I'm not thinking in proper precision until I can put this thing off perfectly and not waste even a millisecond of time. After a few attempts, the night wasn't enough to balance until I got to the last 30 seconds. Every time I would have a camera,
Nah.
every time I hit the 2 minute and 30 second mark,
Woohoo!
and I died at 2:45.
Ew.
I got to
Lucky
240
block.
again and I died. I keep it at 240, but
Lucky block.
I'm dead. That's literally it, because I can't. I mean, it's so tough.
Lucky block.
So tough, bro. For the next 2 hours, I would keep hitting the
No.
50 seconds.
Lucky block.
10 seconds away from me.
Lucky block.
Come on.
Los lucky blocks. Los lucky blocks. Lucky blocks. Los lucky blocks.
Ai, que... Ai, que caralho.
Los lucky blocks.
I'm dead. I'm dead. We did it! No!
Olha.
Goodness. The last main night is the most tedious yet. The objective this time was to fix circuitry. To do this, a little keypad would open and you'd have to...
É o quê?
Cacasito satalito.
Oxi.
Consegui o elefante.
Ué. Tem que? A mano é essa?
Olha lá.
Basically, the instructions were telling you...
Cacasito satalito.
But for some reason,
Por que você
every
comprou
time I
uma
would follow
casa?
instructions, it would still kill me.
Ai, go.
Por favor.
It said to stop, so I stopped!
Yeah, so I had been my wonderful controller got stick drift. So even when I wasn't moving as instructed, it would still move my character. I'm moving on, it's moving on its own. Look.
Strawberry era. Dá pra puxar o que de
Moving on
milhão.
its own. What made this so rage-inducing was every time I died, I would have to restart from the beginning, redo the entire keypad sequence,
Meio.
and I was starting to lose my mind.
I went forward and left! I went!
Eventually, I was able to get through it again, but this time I used a different controller, which led me to this.
Warning, you've entered a highly dangerous area. You have entered the maintenance hatch 1B,
favor,
reserved
por
for
favor,
cleaning, repair, and
miau.
super. Entering this side of the room is strictly prohibited by unauthorized personnel.
Yeah, so I don't really know where I am. I just know that I'm in this moving room. I'm not Matt, I'm not Markiplier. I don't know the lore, but all I know is that this creepy old man starts looking at me in the window. I get my shit kicked in, and then I get the trophy for finishing night 5. I died. Okay, look like you. That's night 5. That's it. With the main night out of the way, I move on to the hardest part of this journey, head joining. Before that, I just simply escape the in the next 5 I was very well. The minigame has you playing a circus baby, and your objective is to feed every kid a cupcake. But you only have 60 seconds. On top of this, if you fall or miss a cupcake, you have to restart from the beginning. For some reason, I kept failing the simplest thing, like jumping from platform to platform. The torture of this minigame went on for the next hours. I kept dying. Kill me! But I just simply refused to give up.
Lá grande.
Piccione macchina.
Jorge, prepara. Eu acho que eu não...
Pakramat mamat. Odin din din dun.
Não!
Odin din din dun.
Calma, ele tá seguindo o levado.
Ai, que lindo!
Por favor!
O din 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 dun.
Não é pra dar. Não pense nisso. Acho que bom.
Meio. Veio.
Que veio.
Vai gagar.
Ok.
Vai gagar olho.
Oh, there we go. All that was left to finally complete FNAF's location was Golden Freddy mode, aka 1020 mode. Not only do I have to do the hardest mode of the game, which is only achieved by 56 people on PlayStation, but I have to do every single custom night challenge leading up to 1020 for the trophy. You won't die, and that is their price.
Não
It really
conseguiu,
wasn't that bad. I
não?
was able to complete all of them until I got to 1020. At some point in this challenge, I was contemplating just skipping this and going up to the F6 because I genuinely
Acabou?
did not know if I was going to be able
Que acabou o evento?
I might honestly just, what if I just skip, what if I just stop with this game, bro? What if we just move on? If I can't beat this, bro, what if I just upload the video without the last night? Thinking about doing this at this point. Now, I'm obviously not including every single attempt, but when I tell you guys,
Ai, Gagão Boys.
at 12 a.m. for the first, like, 10 hours of me playing this night, I'm really not lying. The night was way too overwhelming, and as many times as I kept replaying it, I just could not get past 12 a.m. Because my chat and studying tons of guides, I learned a lot about how the animatronics work. By doing this is giving me a big advantage to actually know how the night works. And as I mentioned before, each animatronic
Mata.
in-game, you will hear her music blasting in your right or left ear. And when it gets ridiculously loud, you need to close the door that she is at. When the music fades,
Ai, gagota aqui.
the biggest threats in this game were Bonnet and Yen. Bonnet is the worst animatronic in this game, and I hate him just as much as I hated Toy Bonnie in FNAF 2. The only way to counter Bonnet is by bobbing his nose when he walks across your screen, but obviously that is not
Oxi.
guide. I used a shred that had my cursor on the screen.
Olha aí, Gagão.
So anytime Bonnet walked past my screen, I could just press X to bop his nose. But half the time, that didn't even work. On top of having to deal with Bonnet,
Mata!
every time you close the monitor,
Mata!
it's super unforgiving.
Aqui eu vou te
Your
matar.
at a rapid rate, and losing
Não, outra.
that can be concealed, which obviously kills you. The only way that you can
Não, que, outra.
Yendo was
Tá
the
bom,
only
já
one that
tô
drains your
outro
oxygen.
já.
The Diddy Bad and Electro Bad act as
Nossa!
drain your oxygen.
Nossa, que já?
Olha, Gagão.
Shocking them on the can. Not only does Biddy Bag drain your oxygen in the tower, but he
Demônios.
only bed that's in your room. And half the time, you won't even know if he's there because
Que é?
Bonbon, who was sometimes Freddy's puppet, was an instrument until I learned how he worked. Bonbon has two commands. When he says Bonbon, go
Que é?
Bonbon to attack you on whatever side you're doing.
Que é? Gagão.
Uma vez lindo trabalho.
Velvet, and the mini rings. The mini rings stay on your screen the whole night, and there's nowhere you
Que?
After a while, you
Não.
Velvet pops up on your screen, and the only way to get him off is by spamming R3 and L3 on your controller.
Toiletto
As
focacino.
long as I constantly check his
Vou pegar ele
hands,
para
he
mim.
won't move. But if he does, I have to close the door as
Não vou
quick
não,
as I
senão você vai
can.
chorar.
With all this profound knowledge of the game, I was finally able to start making progress with this grueling night. Yeah. I was that close. I was that close. But that was my first time getting the
Tralalita,
and as disappointed as I was, it felt super good because I knew I was going to beat it. So I went again. Cool.
Lucky
nice.
block.
Nice. I got
Olha.
again, bro.
Lucky
5
block.
again, bro.
Uma.
I got a trophy for dying from all
Não
angles.
Los
compra!
Lucky Blocks.
É que eu veio.
Espera passar!
É que eu veio,
Pode
Gagão.
comprar aqui, ó. Aqui, ó. Aqui.
Los Lucky Blocks.
Aqui, caramba! Na frente!
Eis.
Aqui na frente, Jorge, vai passar!
10 fucking seconds left.
Lucky Block.
Agora esse.
But at this point, I was getting fired
Anda,
back to
rápido.
back to back.
Eis.
Died at 5 a.m.
Los Lucky
Conta
Blocks.
tudo
Writing
rápido.
over 20 hours in this night.
Pera.
Los Lucky Blocks.
Cara aí,
Los Lucky
Gogol.
Blocks.
Let's see what happens.
Tem aqui, ó.
Los
Cara.
Lucky Blocks. Los Lucky Blocks.
Tô calmo já.
Cara aí,
Lucky
Gogol.
Block.
Tem uma aí lá pra minha base.
Please roll above, give me this one.
Mundos.
Que número?
Não, é mundos.
Let me close the door, bro. Literally, I closed the door, bro, and it does nothing. God, I had 30 seconds left, bro. My phone numb. I think I hit a nerve when I slammed my. Now, at this point, this was the most concentrated and the most relaxed I've ever been.
God.
You guys have to pay attention to a few things. As you guys can see, I am not talking because you literally have to be so concentrated on what's going on because there's so much going on. But as you guys can see, anytime I follow my oxygen starts to drain, I go and I flash the cameras like super quick and I go back to Foxy's camera. And that's to make sure
Yeah.
make sure that he cannot move. I'm my camera like that, just to make sure that Jimbo can't come out. Had to close the vent because as you guys can hear, he just said get ready for a surprise, meaning Bon Bon going on the left side, and I also had Biddy Bag in the vent above me, so I was able to push left and forward at the same time to close them both. One thing I'm also doing is I'm checking my Foxy every 5 seconds because that is the absolute minimum that you have to check on before you use the next day, but I also got to conserve my power. What it purely comes down to is concentration and muscle memory. You really need to learn what's going to happen next and what the animatronics are going to do. That is usually just fear. You got to be able to hear, what's your dad putting in the vent, his spreading is moving, and you have to be entirely awake for Foxy's stages. And another big thing that you need to pay attention to is the oxygen, that as you guys can see, is rapidly declining on my screen. Now, this is no issue to me because I had the gamma on my monitor turned all the way up, so it looked like I was looking at a constant flash there. I think you could say it's cheating, but I don't really care. I was desperate. But as I mentioned earlier, if the oxygen was way too low, I wouldn't be able to see a full dot. So, like that, I could do it all. You can find the big issue I have is if you're playing, you need to keep and you're your worst enemy. You can't keep calm during these intense moments and you're not going to win. Now, big power. You're on the screen the checkpoint that you should be held by 15 power. And around 5 a.m. is when it starts to get very intense. As you guys can see, my screen is going pretty dark, so I took a lock in and hope that I could win.
Secret Skibid. Rápido, Jorge. Vai vir o Skibid da Brainrot.
Verdade.
Vai, os dedos.
Aonde?
Tem nada.
Finally done, but as you guys can see, we're not done yet.
Tem
I
nada,
just finished FNAF 6, so I'll see you guys then. If you liked, please drop a like and subscribe. I worked very hard on this, so subscribe would make me feel really good. And if you guys want to check out any of my other FNAF videos, you can click on the playlist here.
Oi, pessoal, eu sou o Fábio Miguel e agora
Fez upgrade na base dele.
não sou do Brasil, do mundo para a empresa. Quer fazer parte disso?
Que upgrade.
leads me to FNAF 6. I want to make this very clear that Pizzeria Simulator is no ordinary FNAF game. But before I explain why, let's go over what I need to do in order to acquire
Tartaruga cisterna.
complete all 7 endings, which means surviving Monday through Saturday 7 different times following specific guidelines, including the book episode complete 17 playable minigames as well as earn all the miscellaneous trophies. Before getting into any of this, we have a brief explanation as to how the game works. As I had mentioned, FNAF 6 is nothing like the regular formula. It splits into 3 phases: the Tycoon Simulator, the Office phase, and the scalping of the animatronics, which I will get more in depth with later. Playing minigames for the trophy gamer, as well as making money with this moving immensely later.
Los bombinitos.
Then there's the Office phase. This is the quick person after the rest of the big bet.
Los bombinitos.
Vê se tô nas cliquinhas. Pelo menos cliqueira, Sam. Por favor. Pelo amor de Deus, Sammy até agora não deu as cliqueiras.
Ai, KKK.
During this phase, we were at a table face to face with a lovely animatronic. To successfully salvage an animatronic, you basically have to listen to its audio feed. After hearing its audio feed, you're going to have to write on a piece of paper whether it moves or not. The issue is that if you stare at the paper for too long, you will die.
Los
You
organismos.
die, but you will lose any money you would have gotten.
Trippi troppi.
It is now rolling in the ventilation system, ready to slap your butt cheeks during the office phase. I'm cooked. I forgot. In order to successfully salvage the animatronic, you get a cable that can be used to reset the animatronic.
Chef
You'll remember
Crabracadabra.
if you see it move like this.
Grancello
So
spiritello.
at the ending, I'm going to require any salvaging, so I can just take the animatronic and throw his stank ass into the back alley, which gives us no money, but also eliminates the animatronic. Alright, I'm just going to throw it in the back alley.
Forget Saturday. You want them all to be in one place.
With night 1 out of the way, we are met back with the Tycoon phase. After each night, I am rewarded 10 play tokens.
Give it up!
These tokens I can complete a
Jojo, olha as cabeças aí no chão.
Sweet cash, and on top of this,
Eish.
I can make progress toward the gamer trophy.
Não, olha as cabeças.
I decided to make a checklist to keep track of all the minigames
Okay.
so far, and all I've done so far is the balloon thing.
Será?
I win. That's it. When I win,
Ai, ganho.
Trippi troppa trippa.
O filho de Daps não vai vir, não? Vai ver que ele tá aí.
This is one of the easiest places in the entire game because there's literally no animatronic. That's where I messed up. I guess we will start with ball pit
Squalla nana.
ladder power, carnival hoops. See these minigames I just bought? They literally destroyed my first playthrough, I'll tell you why. So some minigames have something called a ladder. And this basically the card I'll rescue what
Olha os Lucky Block vindo. Deixa passar do rosa. Aqui não escutou.
Orcalita orcana. Lucky block. Lucky block.
É as pro chapéu, mano. Aqui,
Los Lucky
não
Blocks.
escutou. Não escutou, né? Não
Lucky
escutou.
Block.
Não é pra comprar agora. É como passar daqui você compra. Aqui, ó. Ó, compra já. Cadê o C?
Peguei aqui.
Cadê o C?
Aqui.
Aqui na onde? Olha os Lucky Block vindo. Aí, ó.
Ei.
É.
Los Lucky Blocks. Los Lucky Blocks. Los Lucky Blocks. Lucky Block. Lucky Block.
scrap anything, there's not going to be any animatronics.
Aqui não precisa não.
Since I had no clue I was doing this early into the game, I had no strategy developed, it led me to earning my first trophy.
Block vindo! Olha os Lucky Block vindo. Ali, Jorge, aqui na
Nossa!
frente!
Nossa!
Aqui na frente!
But it didn't until my second death.
Lucky block.
Não tem mais espaço. Compra!
Dad, what's this do? What?
Compa!
Lucky block.
Well, there's my first trophy of the game. I finally got a trophy. Loading into the night again.
Ó, mais uma ali, Jorge. Para de ser cego.
Free equipment tabs. These are upgrades that allow you to complete
Lucky
tests
block.
much faster. I had zero strategy for the tonight, so I just kind of freestyle tonight. I'm on the last pass. But then this happened. Okay. What happened? Wait, what happened?
Esse aqui é a minha skip de toilet. Não veio.
Wait, what does this mean? I'm getting sued.
Meu sonho é bem.
What? How am I supposed to take like getting sued seriously when we're playing this music in the back? After paying off my lawsuit, I learned that you don't need to have all the high risk items placed down, which eliminates my risk. What if I just get rid of it? The risk goes away. So if I'm no longer
Mano, até
using
agora eu não
these,
vi
right?
um secreto.
There you go, risk is down to 1.
Não
Before
sei
going into night 5, I decided to reward myself by playing some more games. Okay, what did I do? I broke his ass. Okay.
15 shots.
Easy lemon
15
buck crack,
shots.
no, I win. All that was left to complete my
Easy
first playthrough was night
shots.
5 and night 6. In total, there are 4 animatronics that can get here off me, but I only had to deal with 2 of them. Later in this video is when the endings will get super hard, and that's when I'll go in-depth with these nights and show you guys how they work and stress I used to do that. So loading right in night 5, not a single animatronic came to my office, so I was just getting the tasks done. What's after FNAF 6? Security breach. So what did I do to reward myself for beating night 5? You won't believe it. Oh my god, pizza boss fight! I'm starting this pizza, it's shooting pepperoni at me! See you, nerd!
Vai vir muito
Oh
capitão
shit,
no
oh
modo.
god, oh god, oh god, fat sweaty pizzas! Do I win? Do I win? For night 6, all I would do was activate a task, stare at a left vent, and repeat that the whole time. So this was technically my
Não veio.
I got to night 5, bro. Okay. 45 minutes, I just kept
Não veio.
dying.
O que não vê?
É outra.
Ele quer vender as coisas, né?
And it's because I was literally just not staring anywhere but the PC. I don't know what I was doing, but I kept staring at my PC. I looked at it for too long, the animatronic was going crazy.
Nubini Pizzanini.
I'm dead. Okay. But eventually I did realize that I was going to use this game a lot more. I'm dead. I'm done.
Completing the week. Unfortunately, you did not meet your special obligations under paragraph 4. Your employment is terminated. Your name is
Today's ending is extremely simple. At the beginning of the game, I'm given $100 to buy any two tickets. With this money, I bought the discount ball pit, a small stage, and the Mr. Tarzan mechanic. Placing these all down in my tycoon will ensure I get the most liability risk I possibly can very early in the game, which brings me to 5 wins. And now all I need to do is play through the first night, and I should end up getting a low pit. Oh my god.
Eu ganhei eu.
I'm gonna get the lawsuit, and it's kind of like annoying.
É o.
Let's go, lawsuit!
Não, não sei.
Flutie fluid.
Now do everyone a favor and get lost.
Se não apareceu, eu matei.
truly is a mediocre ending. Oh my god, if you give me the trophy, bro. Give me the trophy. Oh my god. If you give me the trophy, bro. Oh my god. Yep, right. After sitting through that slog of a playthrough for 30 minutes, it was really give me the trophy. At first, I was going to reset that playthrough and do it all again. Then an idea sparked in my tiny mind. An issue like this happened in Diamond Command 3. And since the devs at Clifton made these ports so wonderful, I decided to replay it last night and hope that it would grant me my trophy. Alright, I'll redo it last night. And if that doesn't work, I'm just gonna have to start a new game, bro. There we go, okay. I got the trophy. I'm so glad I didn't start the game. I knew I didn't do this wrong. I knew buying this PlayStation wasn't gonna be a big deal, bro. You guys remember earlier in the video I was going to have to prioritize money? Yeah, well, the time has come. For the trophy accomplished, I have to buy an essential each set of it. There are 4 sets. The first sponsorship, as that would bring me a total of $350. I then bought a double stage and each animatronic from the first set, which includes Bucket Boss, Mr. Hulk, and number 1 Frig. Oh, and Pan. Buying these animatronics to gain access to the second category in the shop, stage budget pack. This total of shop contains 4 categories. If you unlock them, you have to buy pretty much everything from the previous category. For this trophy, it requires you to unlock that last category, rare, find, auction. All I did from this point on was grind a midnight motorist minigame, so I would have enough money to continue buying other minigames in the shop to get more money. Plan. So let's see if that's deepest thing I can buy. I'm actually dreaming at this game. Oh god damn it, as I said that I died. Not enough for my satisfaction. After an hour of being a drunk driver, I finally got enough to unlock the third category. He was hiding to begin with was because the pizza place closed. This fat ass never left the building. With that being said, Freddy agrees to help Gregory escape the building, but in the old FNAF fashion. People have to survive until 6 a.m. before
Deixa eu pegar meu pet aí. Deixa eu pegar meu pet.
Freddy then sends us on a journey to find our first
É o Sarrujo.
After finding us, we are then
De
able to
Natal.
unlock Freddy's door.
Deixa eu
Now
pegar
that Freddy
meu
has
pet.
his exploring the tunnels under the pizza place brings us to our first animatronic encounter. Now, these over?
Anda, dá
Oh
o
god,
meu.
she sees me. Oh shit.
Não, não é pra ir. Não é pra ir.
Surprise. Get jump
Pegar
scared.
aqui.
I ended up getting my first trophy for failing to break the encounter. Monty. Oh god, it's green. Oh god. After getting past the animatronics, I'm thrown into a FNAF 1 styled office, which gives me access to the camera. With these cameras, I can see parts of the map to see where the animatronics are, but I will almost never use them. I can't lie, smash that wolf robot so hard like goddamn bro holy. And that's pretty quick and relatable. I do the same thing.
Acabou?
Cheetah and Monty, I get the trophy dodge and weave.
Acabou?
Dodge and weave, what did I do?
Agora, Bud.
I mean, I'm in my settings. How did I get this? Moving on.
Ah, que? Não, ó.
The checkpoints in this game are pretty easy.
Olha,
Very easy to get lost around this pizza place to figure out how big it is. So each time I accomplish something, I would make sure to go and save my game.
Foi.
Where are you?
Aham. Que? Não peguei isso. Não peguei
Eu
tudo.
tô sem entrar dentro da base. Pega o item de entrar dentro da base, né, o Zé Mané? Na loja!
Nossa. Aí, a cara?
É. Não, chega. Entra na base, entra.
Oxi. Não vai ter aqui.
Não, será que eu tô, hein? Não, será que eu tô, hein? Não, será, hein? Não, acho que o Tita. Ó. Olha o Tia aí na sua frente. Ah, não é não, João.
Escaping the daycare reveals that it is now 1 a.m., which means we only have 5 hours left remaining in the night.
É quente aqui,
Tá muito frio. Muito, muito, muito. Tá ficando frio.
And our main goal is to get these security badges to unlock more of the map. I went through the L Chips restaurant, which leads you to
Fica
this
frio, tá
arcade,
ficando
and we went to the
frio,
arcade
tá
leading you to
ficando
another
frio.
security office
Tá
where I'm
frio,
required
tá
to get
frio.
this badge. Yep, see, I knew it. Yeah, I'm glad I saved.
Oh
I
shit!
knew some shit was gonna happen.
Wait, I don't know what happened. All I did was take the badge.
Taking the security badge activates the alarm, and now I have to
Vai,
survive
Jorge.
until Freddy turns it off. It's honestly pretty cool because it's just like FNAF 1. You have 2 doors you need to close when the
Oh,
animatronics come,
ding,
and you have your badge box to pay attention to.
Ué, você tá querendo bater em si mesmo?
For Monty and Roxy. When you see them come into one of your doors, close it.
Ah, capinha.
Is it this door? Oh god. Hey, buddy.
Não,
Believe it or not,
não
I kept
faça
failing
isso.
at such a simple task.
Não faça isso.
Acabou.
Não, olha.
Oh,
Já acabou. Já nota que
Tem que me achar primeiro, então.
toda vez.
Ó, o Ti tá por aqui, ó. Não tá. Vira. O Ti tá por ali, ó. Tá pela base dele e pela minha base pra frente. Pela minha base pra... Oh! Tem impressão minha e uma... Parecia uma Rumble. É, aqui, ó. Ó. Da minha base pra lá.
Aqui. Salado. Aqui.
Eu não tô aí, não.
Getting captured has us ended up in the lost and found room with the antagonist of the game, Randy. What the hell's she doing? Is she pooping on me? What the hell's going on? Is she trying to ring on me? What's going on here? Gotta be honest, I have zero clue who she is, but all I know is that goddamn she is bad. Before you say anything, I looked it up. She's 23. After escaping Vanny, Gregory finds out that Freddy is unfortunately in despair because he missed his hourly recharge looking for us. I'm teabagging on him. I'm teabagging.
Agora que eu assisti. Agora! Que
Security breach. Freddy must charge his battery every hour in order to maintain his lifespan. And since he wasn't able to do that, we need to save him.
O din din din
Não
dom.
precisa dar reborn.
In order to get into parts and services, I need to obtain a backstage pass. This backstage pass
Não dá reborn porque tem bicho na parte de cima, Jorge. Não dá. Tem bicho lá em cima.
É bicho?
É ali, ó. Vem cá.
Downstairs. Stealing this security badge sets off the alarm where I need to survive against Roxy and Monty. How this works is I need to pay attention to the cameras inside the control room. Freddy will be on one of these cameras, and when I see him, I need to open it.
Easy.
I don't know how he's doing it while being crippled, but he's making it work while guiding us to safety. While doing this, I also have to watch out for Roxy and Monty, as I had mentioned. How this works is when one of the animatronics gets to their corresponding door, I need to shock the building.
Eu vou entrar na minha outra conta pra pegar isso daí. Não, na minha não. Na
So
sua.
as you can see, he's doing the excellent. So we have to get him repaired something earlier. Everything is going well until the clock strikes 3 a.m. We were so close to getting
Olha.
and then this happened.
Olha o quê?
He's clapping Freddy.
Olha. O Titios. Da hoje.
Não é pra você dar reborn. Escrevi.
Din din dom.
Olha o Dindim passando, Jorge.
Onde? Onde?
Você passou o resto dele. É a janela. Ué?
O que é?
Você já passou o Dindim dele. Ali o Dindim. Olha ele embora. Ah, não consigo entrar no seu servidor. Esqueci.
O quê?
Eu não consigo entrar no seu servidor.
Ah, agora.
Não faz. Calma, eu vou te mostrar a tese.
Olha!
Não. Olha. Homem nada. Que foi isso? O quê?
Olha! Olha!
Não ia dar pra ver melhor, você sabe.
A base!
Mas então, tem que sair do servidor.
Ah,
Then I got addicted, or not addicted. And
Voltamos,
then I started playing
galerinha.
keyboard, mouse, and now
Agora dá
keyboard.
relaxinho.
Oh, I win, brother.
que?
Não
With the
precisa
power
não.
quest required, all I need to do is get the Monty mix, which will alert Chica to my location and take her down. But before I do that, I have to find a specific missable collectible in the vent of the